Welcome back. That one there.
Now for a special KBRF Radio Sports streaming presentation. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region timeout. The Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Viking Cafe and your Viking Cafe keys to the game. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated. Fergus Falls Monument. Otters Hill Coaches. Fresh and Fancy at Mamashinas. American Federal Bank. FM Bank. Service Food. Unsted Plumbing and Heating. Splash Express. American Legion Post number 30. Lake Country Graphics. LB Homes. And my Running Stitches. Now let's head out for the pregame.
Hey, welcome to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. It's some Saturday matinee hockey here as the Otter boys are hosting the Thief River Falls Prowlers. Thief River Falls yesterday they made it down to Little Falls even amidst the weather, and they ended up taking on Little Falls and beating them in overtime by a score of 4-3. They outshot Little Falls 44-24, and it was Tucker Connaught with a game-winning goal in overtime. The Otters are coming off a 4-1 loss last Tuesday against Alexandria, and the Otters right now with a record of 5-8 want to get back on the winning ways. Thief River Falls from Section 8, and the Otters from Section 6A, but we've played them a number of years now, sometimes up there, sometimes down here, and look forward to playing the Prowlers as they ended up winning last night against the Little Falls Flyers. That's exact same identical score. The Otters beat the Flyers here at home by a score of 4-3. We're going to get things going here, and I'm just going to right to our interview with head coach Mike Donahue, and we'll roll with that here. And here we go. Head coach Donahue talking about tonight's game. It's Otter hockey on a Saturday afternoon. I'm joined by head coach Mike Donahue of the Otters. And Mike, we're really glad that Thief River Falls played Little Falls last night, and they were stayed here, so we got a game today.
Yeah, we're pretty, I think, lucky with Mother Nature, and just with them even be able to get to Little Falls yesterday, just kind of with the pockets of weather that seemed to blow through the state. So yeah, we need to play a game, and thank goodness that they were able to get here safely last night.
It's been kind of interesting that way. We had a 10-day layoff before our last game, and then around Christmas, just the way the schedule works out. But Alex 4-1 in that one. We had some good things against Northern Lakes, but where do you see the team right now?
Well, we got Alec, I think, exposed some things. They ran, I think, a little different offensive system than we've been used to, and it took a while, I think, for our guys to adjust to make some of those corrections that led to some of their goals and scoring chances in zone time. So whether we see that again or not, it's hard to say, but that's part of the game is how well can you adjust, make in-game adjustments. All teams do different things, and it's not that you need to completely switch what you're doing, but being able to make some subtle changes within your game. And second, third periods we thought were okay down in Alec, but it's still a long way to go.
No, Thief River Falls was here for our scrimmage. That seems like eons ago now, but they beat Little Falls 4-3 last night. Similar score that we had with them too, but they have a really prolific scorer, 32 goals in 16 games, Spencer Anderson.
Yeah, he's a big body. He's got a tremendous shot, and he's got a really good motor. He plays a ton of minutes, and we'll have to, obviously, one of our keys is trying to find a way to slow him down, which presents good challenges, creates fun challenges. I think it was a while ago that I played, but you kind of try to embrace some of those challenges, being able to play against high caliber people.
Mm-hmm. What are some keys to the game brought to you by Viking Cafe? Just certain things as far as trying to beat Thief River.
I think we need to just execute what we've been trying to work on. In all three zones, we talk about a lot of different detail things, and being able to understand the importance of all of those in all three zones. then we just kind of talk about playing to our identity and what is it? And, Brent being a good captain that he is we got to come out and play with grit. If we're blocking shots, we're competing in corners, we're going hard to nets, we're not giving up on pucks. If we're doing some of those things, that's going to kind of be our indicator that we're playing the right way.
All right, Mike, let's have a good one here against the Prowlers.
All right, thanks, Mark.
Mike Donahue, head coach of the Otters, come back after this break.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top-quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number? We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota. Welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. Again, our scoreboard today will be brought to you by the Park Region Telephone. It's the Park Region Telephone Ottertail Telecom scoreboard. And our post-game show will name our Quality Toyota Quality Player of the Game, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics of our Minnesota Motor period breaks and our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups. We'll have that for you in just a minute. Let's talk about both of these teams. Thief River Falls, they are 9-7 on the season. They're averaging 4.25 goals a game, giving up 3.75. Their power play at 16%, penalty kill at 78%. Again, they're coming off that 4-3 overtime victory over Little Falls last night. Otters with a record of 5-8, 2.69 goals a game, giving up 3.38. Their power play is at 20.5%, and their penalty kill at 77.1. So a lot of similarities between these two teams. And boy, it was way back in November that Thief River Falls was here to scrimmage the Otters, and they're back in town here. And had a nice talk with their head coach, Kyle Anderson, before the game, and it is his son Spencer Anderson, who is one of the top 09 skaters in Minnesota. He's got 32 goals right now and 10 assists for 42 points. But 32 goals in 16 games, that's putting a lot of pucks in the back of the net. And so we'll keep an eye on number 12 here tonight. Again, he is a junior, and this is kind of a junior-senior type team. And JV game, Robbie, what was the score of that one again? The JV game? 3-2 Fergus Falls. They kill a late penalty off and come away with the win. And so a good win for the Otter JV tonight against Thief River Falls. Special afternoon as well as the John Matheson Award presentation will take place. And it's first given out in 1986. That's the year I graduated from high school. And it's given out to a second-year Pee-wee who exhibits character and being a leader on and off the ice and contributes to the integrity of the team. They have a positive attitude and community spirit. They're coachable, hard workers, display outstanding sportsmanship, dedication, and humility. Those are qualities which they choose a Pee-wee player And again, that's been going on for a long time now. That'd be 40 years, wouldn't it? Yeah, 40 years they've been giving out the John Matheson Award, and they're going to have that presentation before we get to our starting lineups. So with that, I'm going to take a break here, and we'll come back with more here from the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. When we come back, we'll have our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we moved all the vehicles inside so you can shop in comfort.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we have cider and donuts.
It's the indoor sale. Of course Blake is practicing his dance moves.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have balloons.
It's our indoor sale. Of course all of our used inventory is on sale. And it comes with a Minnesota Motor $300 gift card.
It's the indoor sale at Minnesota Motor Company, Saturday, January 17th.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
We're back here at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. Again, the John Matheson Award given out, and pretty neat to see. But it was given out to, what was it? Yeah, Madden Christensen. So Madden Christensen winning that super award there, go on aboard there. Again, that's given out to second-year Pee-wees. It's been a lot of fun to see that throughout the years. It's now time for the Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. It'll be goalie number 31, Cooper Roth. He has a 9-7 record, 3.82 goals against average, and an .872 save percentage. 1D is Beckham Johnson, 3 goals and 8 assists. The other D will be junior Weston Olson, 4 goals and 3 assists. Centering the first line will be junior Spencer Anderson, 32 goals and 10 assists. Left wing Ian Winter, 4 goals and 11 assists. And the right wing is Hudson Browse. He's got 9 goals and 20 assists. Again, Thief River 9-7 on the season this year. The Otters with a record of 5-8 on the season. It'll be like this. In goal will be Holden Stenstrom. Holden 5-8 on the year, a 3.31 goals against average, and a .909 save percentage. At 1D will be number 4 and one of the captains. That is Brant Sherman. Brant 6 goals and 2 assists on the year. His D partner, sophomore number 8, Luke Warner. Luke, no goals and 2 assists on the season. Otters will start their second line here tonight. Center Hunter Welly, 3 goals and 1 assist. On the left side, freshman Colin Alt, 3 goals and 2 assists and 5 points. On the right side, Chase Johnston, 2 goals and 7 assists and 9 points. Otters are coached by Mike Donahue, assisted by Peter Johnson and Isaac Young. Those are your Nelson Auto Center starting lineups. Again, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center. Our Viking Cafe keys to the game up next. Talking to head coach Donahue before the game, he talked about staying and playing in our systems. They spent a lot of time working on D-zone coverage this week. And the other thing is just consistency in all 3 zones and also getting pucks on net. emphasis of putting pucks on net. Those are your Viking Cafe keys to the game. We'll come back after this break.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
What's your number? We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Hey, welcome back. There was a drop of the puck, and the puck went in the outer zone and was just easily stopped there by Holland Stenstrom. All right, here we go. Face off in the outer offensive zone. Comes out to the point there to Olsen. He sends a shot on. Battle in the corner. Spencer Anderson kicks it out of there, drops it in the corner there for Winter, Ian Winter, behind the net. Spencer Anderson, again, he's got 32 goals and 10 assists. He's 6'2", he's a big body. He can really shoot the puck. Here's Winter behind the net. Otters trying to move it up, puck out front, and Stenstrom gets on top of it and makes the save. And so, again, this game just underway here. And the Otters' first line will come out on the ice here. Luke Johnson, Caden Zender, and Parker Tilke. Face-off will be in the Otter defensive zone. Luke Johnson will take the draw against Spencer Anderson. Puck controlled by Winter. Where's number 2? Shot there, missed wide right of the net. Spencer Anderson on the backhand is picked out of there by Caden Zender, and he chips it off the glass. We got an icing call on the Otters. So an icing call on Fergus Falls. And again, thanks for tuning in on KBRF today on AM 1250 KBRF. And also streaming on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRFradio.com YouTube channel. Johnson will take the draw this time against second lineman Jonathan Regala. Face off, it's won by the Otters. Picked up by Zender. Here's Caden Zender. Plays it through traffic. A couple Otters both blow their tires. Luke Johnson and Zender are back up. Big hit down middle at the goal line. There's Johnson battling, puck out to neutral. And picking it up is Jed Kelly. He assisted on the game-winning goal last night. Tucker cannot score. There's a shot blocked by Zender. Caden Zender hustling after it. Zender with good speed. Zender walking in, shooting wide right of the net. Had the breakaway opportunity. Puck out to neutral. Brant Sherman will go for a skate. Kind of tied up. Brant goes through traffic. Kind of being tied up there by Regala. And the puck out to neutral ice where Luke Werner will pick it up. Sends it over to the far side. Puck goes into the zone. Down after it. Corbin Profit, Zach Pierce, and Bennett Tilke, the third line for the Otters. And we're going to see pretty much two lines exclusively for Thief River. We're going to also see an extra skater in that, number 21, Hudson Hall. But and here comes Spencer Anderson walking in on Stenstrom, and Stenstrom makes the save. The Otters had turned it over. Puck out to neutral ice. Will be an icing call here on Fergus Falls. So an icing call on the Otters. I'll bring that one back into the Otter defensive zone for a face-off. And Otters coming off a 4-1 loss last Tuesday to Alexandria. And Thief River Falls last night in overtime beat Little Falls 4-3 at Exchange Arena. Here's Anderson on the draw against Welly. Face-off, Chase Johnston will come out away with it. Chase really turning it up now. He's a freshman. He and Cullen Alt. Some big minutes. Head man pass for Spencer Anderson. Got behind our D. We got to know where number 12 is. I mean, for sure. You got a guy with 32 goals. I'd be kind of shadowing him in the defensive, and he's playing the D zone. Puck along the far boards. Picked up by Spencer Anderson. He'll bring it out to the wing there to Beckham Johnson. Puck in the slot. Shot made by Stenstrom. And we're going to have a penalty here already. And it is going to be on Thief River Falls. Yeah. So a roughing call on Thief River Falls at 2:44 of the period. So the Otter power play on the ice. Penalty kill about 78% for Thief River Falls. And it's number 9, the defenseman Johnson. Right side, here's Brody Crine. Now Zender. Donahue with a goal for the point. The Otters score. How about that? A power play goal. Tanner Donahue on the one-timer. Zender, Crine to Zender, and Donahue back of the net. So Donahue with the goal for the Otters. For Tanner, that is his third of the year. Time of this goal is going to come at 2:53. 2:53. Crine and Zender with the assists, and Tanner Donahue with his third of the year. Just like that, the Otters get a power play goal, and they're up 1-0. And Welly will take the draw here now against Spencer Anderson. Welly, Alt, and Johnston. Cullen Alt sent it over the line. So Donahue had a one-timer. Picked up now by Chase Johnston behind the net, kind of held up there. In comes Cullen Alt down in the corner. Cullen leaves it for Chase. Chase being tied up behind the net, goes over to the far corner. And it's picked up on the right side now there by Hudson Browse. Browse will skate it at neutral ice. He'll gain the zone. Poke checked away. Winter with it now. Ian Winter. He'll rip a shot. Save made by Stenstrom. So a couple quick saves there on Stenstrom. First shot. And then he comes back and gets the second shot. He'll make the save as well. Right in the rebound. It popped back out. And Luke Johnson, Parker Tilke, and Caden Zender on along with Brant Sherman. And also Luke Warner. Here comes Caden Zender. Up the right side. Caden with a full hit of seam coming in on goal. Shot and a save made there by the goaltender Ruff. Good play there. Yeah, Zender with good speed. Got around the D and got a shot on, but Cooper Ruff with the save. Face-off's going to be won by the Otters. Back below the goal line. Luke Johnson picking up in the corner. Absorbs a check. Zender comes in as well. Otters keep a little pressure on here now. And moving the puck out now. No, good hustle there on the back check by Johnson. Now Zender. Send it down to Luke. Luke below the goal line. Puts it out front. Oh, for Parker Tilke. Drops it behind the net. And it's going to be scooped up defensively by Beckham Johnson. And the puck out to neutral ice. And here comes Jed Kelly. Puck pops over to the near side. Good hit along the near side there. It's going to be a physical game. Here comes Jed Kelly in traffic. Where's the puck? In the slot. Shot. Save made. Stenstrom tapped out of there by Parker Tilke. Another shot. Little pressure here now by Thief River. Shot there by Weston Knutson pops out. And then now Luke Warner will send the puck out to neutral ice. A change here for the Otters. Prowlers will gain the zone. Weston Olsen sends it over the right shoulder of Otter goaltender Holden Stenstrom. Here comes Chase Johnston. Johnston over the line. Drops over Alt. Alt sends a shot on, blocked by Spencer Anderson. Picked up by Welly. Welly battling on the near half wall. Now Spencer Anderson at neutral ice. Pass to Winter and an offsides call on the Prowlers. So Thief River Falls is offsides. When they only play 2 lines plus penalty killing and power play, these guys are logging a ton of minutes. Face off at neutral ice. Welly will take it here against Spencer Anderson. Puck behind the net. Stenstrom wheels it over to the far boards to Chase Johnston. He tries to golf it out of there. Brody Crine after it. Off to Chase Johnston. And Chase will send it up into the outer bench. Everybody's okay. Again, 1-0 Fergus Falls as Tanner Donahue gets his third of the year, assisted by Caden Zender and Brody Crine. Luke Johnson will take the draw now against Spencer Anderson. Thief River's going to win the draw. Backhanded through the slot. Off the stick of Tucker Connaught. Fanned on there. Crine trying to move it up along the boards. Puck behind the net. Here's Spencer Anderson with it. Try to get into the slot. Zender's trying to tap it out. We get an icing call. An icing call on the Otters here with 11:05 to play. In the first period on the Park Region telephone scoreboard, 1-0 Otters at 2:53 of the period. Tanner Donahue's third of the year from Zender and Crine. So Luke Johnson will take the draw against Spencer Anderson here once again. And Thief River's going to win the draw. Shot in the corner that hit the linesman. Johnson battling there along with Anderson. Crine comes in to help. Here's Ian Winter with the puck. Puck behind the net comes out front to Parker Tilke. And now Zender flips it out to neutral ice. And away with the puck now comes Beckham Johnson. Beckham Johnson is going to gain the zone. Where's number 9? He's one of the D. Beckham Johnson still with the puck. Sends it down to Anderson below the goal line. Taken away by Brant Sherman. Brant will pitchfork it over to the far side. Luke Warner after it. Evades a check. Gets it out to Parker Tilke. Now Luke Johnson will tap it along the boards. And the Otters dump it in. Picked up by Floggen. Luke Warner comes in to shorten up the ice, and the puck's going to get into the Otters zone. After it was Jed Kelly. And then he lost an edge. Feet flying first. Puck out to neutral ice. And what do we have here? Yeah, at a slash. It must have been after the play. So Thief River Falls with a slash at 7:08 of the period. And that is number 7, Hudson Browse. So the Otters already have one power play goal. The face-off will be in the Otter offensive zone. Caden Zender, Tanner Donahue, Brody Crine, Luke Johnson, and Parker Tilke. Otters were successful on their first power play. And Luke Johnson against Spencer Anderson. Otters are going to win the draw. Crine back to near boards. Here's Brody Crine with it now. And here comes Spencer Anderson. Going to gain the zone through traffic. Shot from his knees. Puck out to the near side. Thief River Falls will scoop it back out. Johnson Beckham with it. He'll send it in. Stenstrom will stop it there for Tanner Donahue. And Tanner on the power play breakout. Right side pass to Crine. Crine's going to ring the boards. The Otters, Luke Johnson behind the goal line. Or the far side to Crine. Here's Brody with the puck. Out to Donahue. Tanner with it again. Or to Zender. Cleared and out. Now Spencer Anderson's kind of come in on goal. Spencer Anderson. Shot and a save made. Crine came back and got him tied up partially. And a big save by Holden Stenstrom. 1 minute left in the one-man advantage for the Otters. Tanner Donahue, he'll ring the boards. Luke Johnson scoops it up behind the goal line. Zender comes in and picks it off. Try to get it to Parker Tilke. Otters are set up. Comes out to Brant Sherman. Down low. To Luke Johnson along the near boards. Out to Sherman. Brant with a shot. Pad save. Puck goes into the corner. And it's going to be cleared out of here by Thief River Falls. And Brant Sherman will pick it up. The Otters have one more rush here. 20 seconds left in this power play opportunity. Luke Warner, Zach Pierce, Chase Johnson, Brant Sherman, and Cullen Alt. And we get an icing call on the Otters. So 11 seconds left in the one-man advantage. It'll probably do it there for the power play with the Otters scoring their first power play. Tanner Donahue had 2:53 of the period, assisted by Caden Zender and Brody Crine. So Zach Pierce will take the draw here against Ian Winter. Otters are going to win the draw. Brant Sherman had it taken away along the boards there. Tapped out by Luke Warner to Cullen Alt. Here comes Luke Warner. Warner with a puck now. Out to Chase Johnston. Chase. High slot area. Rips a shot. Blocked there. Thief River Falls with a block shot. They center it out front. Alt was taken out of the play, and then it's cleared out. And an icing call here against. We got a slashing call on Alt. And so Fergus Falls, a slashing call on Cullen Alt at 9:27 of the period. So a slashing call behind the play on Alt. Otters on to kill here now. Thief River Falls power play at about 16%. Caden Zender with a good battle there. Now Brant Sherman. He'll send it, and he'll get it out of the zone. Good job by the Otters there clearing the puck. Caden Zender will go after it. Picks it off. Here's Zender with it now. Rips a shot from short distance here. Spencer Anderson right below us here. Luke Johnson bothering him. Off to Ian Winter. Puck bounces left side of the net. Puck picked up now by Winter. Out to the near side to Jed Kelly. Here's Jed Kelly with it now. Out high to Spencer Anderson. Right side pass. Spencer Anderson once again. They'll play it on the left side. Quick shot over the top of the net. It's going to come out of the zone. Minute 8 left in the penalty to Cullen Alt. Otters lead at 1-0 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Here's Anderson. 6'2". He's got 32 goals. Walks in. Sends a shot on. Then it goes up and into the netting. So 6:26 to play here in the first period. Otters lead at 1-0. And the faceoff will be to the glove side of senior goaltender Captain Holden Stenstrom. Otters are going to win the draw. Quick shot there over the top of the net off the stick of Tucker Connaught. Puck out to neutral ice. D-to-D it goes. Beckham Johnson with a puck now. Back over to Connaught. And now north-south. Connaught, red line. Now blue line. He'll gain the zone. Sends one on. Rebound. Came hot off the boards. And then picked up there by Stenstrom behind the net. Came hot off the back dasher board. So we have 31 seconds left to go here in the penalty to Cullen Alt. Luke Johnson, Caden Zender on, as is Brody Crine and Tanner Donahue. Thief River Falls wins the draw, and they can't hold the zone. Puck out at neutral ice. Puck sent in on goaltender Cooper Roth. And it's picked up there now by Radnicki. Pass to the near side. Here comes Beckham Johnson right below us. And then the puck just about cleared out. Shot there left of the net. Otters kill it off. And the puck back out to neutral ice. And the Otters kill it off. Here's Luke Warner with the puck behind goaltender Stenstrom. Off to the right side. And the puck goes up and out of play as the Prowlers, Ian Winter, tries to play it into the zone. 5:17 to play in the first period. Otters lead it 1-0. Here on the Park Region scoreboard, Donahue's third of the year from Zender and Crine, a power play goal. Face-off won by Thief River Falls, sent behind goaltender Stenstrom. Brant Sherman will pick it up, reverses it to the near side to Cullen Alt. Has it taken away, comes out into the high slot. Shot there, missed wide of the net. Off the stick of number 28 Hunter Buggy. Thief River Falls plays it in behind. They ring the boards behind Stenstrom to the near side. Brant Sherman tried to move it out. And here's Hunter Welly with it now to Chase Johnston. Had it poke checked away. He'll send one on net. Luke Johnson is on. Puck goes over to the far side. Kept in here by the Otters. Johnson keeps it in. Puck out to neutral. Here's Brant Sherman. He had a poke check away. Oh, and here's a 2-on-0. Bad change by the Otters. Shot and a save made by Stenstrom. The Otters made a bad change defensively. It was a 2-on-0. Shot there. Stick on it. There by Stenstrom. Shot blocked there. Went off Chase Johnson up and out of play. The Otters made a risky change. It's like in football, you got to know you're down in distance. Stenstrom came up big on that one. Face-off won by the Otters. Tanner Donahue battling there. In comes Luke Johnson. He'll pick it up. Luke with a puck. Pass to Caden Zender up the left side. Zender has got somebody going to the net. Sends it in front to Tilke. Had him at the back door. And away with the puck comes Anderson. Poke checked away. Zender the other direction. Not out though. Keep it in. Backhand. Oh, Stenstrom got a glove on that one too. Thief River Falls now, they play it behind their goal. Battle for the puck. Zach Pierce is on. Luke Johnson is off. 3:24 to go on the first period. Good job by Zach holding him up along the boards. They want a holding call. Thief River Falls yelling and screaming. Might have a point there. Shot from the point. And Stenstrom with a glove save. Here with 3:09 to play in the first period. Again, Otters lead at 1-0 here on the Ottertail Telecom Park Region telephone scoreboard. Radnicki, Regal, and Kelly on for the Prowlers, and it's Pierce, Tilke, and Corbin Profit for the Otters. Corbin with the puck, tried to move it out, kept in by the Prowlers, picked up by Regala. Now Bennett Tilke, stolen away by Jonathan Regala. He blows a tire. Here come the Otters the other direction. Here comes Brant Sherman. Brant cuts in. Brant Sherman still with the puck, out high. Going to send one towards the net. Tilke is there. Corbin Profit tried to spin and wheel. Hunter Welly comes and poke checks it away. Here's Bennett Tilke now. Tilke, back door. Oh, he had Corbin Profit on the back door. Puck sent out through the slot. And a headman pass now to Jed Kelly. Jed Kelly will gain the zone. Still with the puck. High slot area. Block shot there nicely by Brant Sherman. 2:21 to play in the period. Rogala sends it behind the goal line. Luke Warner will backhand it, leaves it there for Hunter Welly, and he will ice the puck. 10 shots on goal for Thief River, 4 for the Otters, but the Otters lead it 1-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Tilke, Johnson, and Zender up front here for the Otters. And it's Winter, Anderson, and Browse for Thief River. Otters are going to win the draw. Brody Crine over to Zender along the near half wall. Out towards neutral ice. Backhanded in by Tucker Connaught. Comes in on goaltender Stenstrom. And Stenstrom will make an easy save there. Again, 1:56 to play in the first period. And again, our period break is brought to you by the Minnesota Motor Company. Off the face-off, one there and tipped in. Puck laying in the slot. Where is it? Picked up. Here's Luke Johnson. Luke's going to gain the zone. Johnson still with the puck, and the Otters are offsides. So an offsides call here on Fergus Falls. And again, we have 1:45 to play here in the first period. Otters lead at 1-0. Thief River Falls going to win the draw. No, Otters will get it back. Let's see where the puck right now on neutral ice. Anderson will play it up. Spencer Anderson. Poke checked away nicely by Tanner Donahue. Chip forward. Alt takes a hit right below us here. And the puck is picked up now by Hudson Browse. And away with the puck. Come the Prowlers. They'll gain the zone. Send one on Stenstrom. He'll direct it into the corner. Tanner Donahue moves it up to Cullen Alt. He takes a hit. We're going to get a penalty here. He was walloped from behind. And so a penalty here on Thief River Falls. Time of this penalty is it 15:50 of the period? (1-0) Fergus Falls. Again, a power play goal at 2:53 of the period. And a cross check there against Hudson Buggy. I don't know for sure how to say that, but Boogie? I don't know. Bugge. And so Luke Johnson, Caden Zender, Parker Tilke, Tanner Donahue, and Brody Crine on for the Otters. Thief River Falls going to control the draw. We're to the far side. Crine will hold the line. Here's Brody with the puck. Send it down to Johnson. Back out to Crine. Now to Tanner Donahue. He'll rip one. Oh, I thought that was in. Oh, wow. Crine, just about held the line. Gives it back to Donahue. Here's Tanner with the puck now. Pass over the far side to Tilke. Now Crine will pitchfork it back to headman pass to Zender. Zender's going to gain the zone. Otto's got to settle it down here. Here's Donahue with the puck. Walks in. Rips a shot. Johnson behind the net. Now to Zender. Here's Caden Zender with the puck. Out to Brody Crine. Shot there up into the netting, up and out of play. 1:11 to play in the in the power play. 21.4 seconds to go in the first period. Otters lead at 1-0 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Donahue at 2:53 of the period, his third of the year from Zender and Crine. Zach Pierce, Chase Johnston, Colin Alt, Luke Warner, and Brock Sherman. Power play on for the Otters now. Here's Brant Sherman. He'll gain the zone and ring the boards. Colin Alt after it. Gets it out to Warner. Now to Brant Sherman. Brant will shoot one. Rebound in the slot. Zach Pierce at the buzzer. But the Otters have a 1-0 lead going into the locker room. Shots on goal, Fergus Falls with 5. Thief River Falls with 11 on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. The Otters lead it 1-0. We like that. We'll come back after this break with our Minnesota Motor period break.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we moved all the vehicles inside so you can shop in comfort.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we have cider and donuts.
It's the indoor sale. Of course, Blake is practicing his dance moves.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have balloons.
It's our indoor sale. Of course, all of our used inventory is on sale, and it comes with a Minnesota Motor $300 gift card.
It's the indoor sale at Minnesota Motor Company, Saturday, January 17th.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Lake Region Healthcare knows what all coaches know. It takes tons of teamwork, great amounts of grit, and heaps of hustle to triumph. Lake Region Healthcare, supporting and celebrating our high school athletes.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena as the Otters lead it 1-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Fergus Falls gets a power play goal at 2:53 of the period. Tanner Donahue's third of the year, assisted by Caden Zender and also by Brody Crine. Again, that was a power play goal, made it 1-0. The Otters will start the second period with a 50-second power play. The Otters had one penalty in the period, and the Otters right now are 1 for 2 so far, but they have this one looming here, this power play opportunity coming your way in just a minute. Fergus Falls again in the JV game. They win by a score of 3-2. Jared Kennedy with a goal for the Otters. Parker Cantrud as well. And let's see who the other Fergus Falls goal was. Cantrud with a pair of goals. How about that? So a good game for Parker. And then also Jared Kennedy. Good to have Jared back. And the Otters are hoping to get Coulter McGinnis back here soon as well. Coulter broke his collarbone second game of the season down in Marshall. And so we're anxious to get Coulter back in the lineup as well. Shots on goal in the first period. The Otters with 5 and Thief River Falls with 11. And so goaltender Cooper Roth, he's stopped 10 of 11. And Holden Stentrum has been perfect here in the first period. Again, our score on the Park Region scoreboard, 1-0 Fergus Falls. We'll come back after more on our Minnesota Motor period break.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, we're back here at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. Zamboni's doing its laps, getting the ice ready. And again, really neat presentation of the Matheson Award today. And Madden Christensen really excited to see him get the John Matheson Award given to a second-year Pee Wee player, distributing a lot of great characters of dedication, teamwork, hard work, and just a lot of qualities to look for in a player. That award given out first in 1986. And so Madsen Christensen is your John Matheson Award winner. Again, the JV won by a score of 3-2, and Fergus Falls leads it now 1-0. And again, Tanner Donahue at 2:53 of the period, and it was his third of the year, assisted by Caden Zender and also Brody Crine. So good for the Otters to get on the board on that power play. And just the Otters power play has been clipping right around 20%. It's been steadily improving, and that was just a nice play, Crine cross ice to Zender, and then the one-timer by Donahue. And so hopefully the Otters can pop another one in early here. It'd be great to get another goal here. You got 50 seconds left in the penalty to Hunter buggy. It was a cross check, and so if the Otters can pop one in early, that'd be great. Lady Otters with an awesome win last night over Sartell, 2-1, and so excited. Katie Bergen with the game-winning goal, and got a rebound and pounded it home last night, and so the Lady Otters with a win last night, so a good one for them. Next Tuesday, the Otter boys will be at River Lakes, and then at Thursday, the 22nd, it's a doubleheader up at Brainerd, Otter boys and Otter girls. I think that one is a makeup game. And Lady Otters on Monday will be up in Crookston. We'll have that game for you on the air. I believe it's on Channel 977 and also streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the Fergus Falls YouTube channel. Take another timeout and come back with more in our Minnesota Motor period break. Minnesota Motor located on South Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls with a big indoor used car sale going on today.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. We're between the first and second periods. Fergus Falls leads it 1-0 on a power play goal by Tanner Donahue at 2:53 of the first period. Caden Zender and Brody Crine picking up assists on that one. And a nice win again for the Lady Otters last night, getting goals from Maddie Brimhall and also from Katie Berggren. Scored with 0.9 seconds left in the game, in the regulation. So a good win for the Lady Otters. So in the Section 6A, St. Cloud and Fergus Falls have split in their 2 games. The Otters have beat Sartell twice, and so the Otters are 3-1 in the section. I believe Sartell is 4. St. Cloud is 4-1 in the section, so it's going to come down to those 2 teams for the top 2 seeds. But man, it won't be long. We get to the end of the month here, and we're going to start Lady Otter playoff hockey pretty soon. We'll have the action for you on our latent media stations. Also, on the Fergus Now app, games, you just go on there, hit sports streams, or go to YouTube and search KBRF Radio. So, Craig Olson, the coaches show each Saturday morning. As Craig had coaches on this morning, I was listening, kind of a Saturday morning deal, get a cup of coffee from 8 until 9:30 on AM 1250 KBRF, and also on our streaming platforms as well. We'll take one more break and we'll drop the puck on period number 2. The Otters lead it on the Park Region scoreboard 1-0. We'll be back with more after this.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
Hey, we're back here, and Thief River Falls coming back out on the ice, and the Otters will come out now as well. Again, 1-0 is our score here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard, and the Otters will have a 50-second power play to start out the second period, so we look forward to seeing if the Otters can get after it here right away to start out this period. Following this game, our family is going to get together at our house and watch my nephew Aaron Hughlin play for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knight Penguins. That's the top minor league team of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Might even go out fishing for a little bit. We shall see. Pretty nippy. So, all right. Again, the Otters with a 50-second power play. Let's get one here. Otters' first goal was a special teams goal. It was, again, Donahue's third of the year from Krein and Zender. And in the box for the Prowlers here is number 28, Hunter Buggy. And he went in for a cross-check. He cross-checked Colin Alt towards the end of that period. And here we go. Face-off here at center ice to start out this power-up opportunity. Holden Stenstrom's played great in this one. He stopped a 2-0. There was a 2-0 after a bad change by the Otters. We got caught in a change. And Holden came up big. Otters move to my right here in the second period. All right, off the face-off. Otters with a puck. Here's Caden Zender. Now to Tanner Donahue. Pass to Tilke. Parker drops it. Otters are set up. Out to Donahue once again. He'll send one on. Puck out front. Where is it? Luke Johnson's trying to get it. Krein is in there. Good job by the Otters getting traffic out front. Tilke behind the net. Back out to the point. To Zender. Cade's going to walk in. Looking on the back door. Puck is loose in the slot. Krein. Zender. Tilke back out. 15 seconds in the one-man advantage. Brody Krein with it. Back out to Tanner Donahue. Looks for a shot. Otters going to try to control it. They do so. Zender with it. Sends it back down along the half wall. Overskated. Luke Werner will send it back out to Zender. Zender with a shot. Save made. Rebound and a goal for Tilke. Luke sent it out to Zender. Zender put it on and Tilke put it in the back of the net. 2-0. It was an even strength goal. Luke dug it out, gave it to Zender. Zender shot it, and to the back of the net it goes for Tilke. Tilke with his 5th of the year. So Fergus Falls, Tilke's 5th of the year. Let's go, Otters. 2-0 from Zender and Johnson. 2-0 Otters here on the Park Region scoreboard. Otters going to send it in. And the corner it goes. Behind the net, Otters battling here. And Luke Warner's going to pick it up. He's going to go for a skate. Luke Warner down below the goal line. Still with the puck. Out to Brant Sherman. Sherman's going to rip one. Now Chase Johnston. Give and go. Calling out back to Chase. Off his stick. Welly's in there battling for it, and it's picked out of there. Now by Ian Winter. Winter will send one into the far corner. Otters up 2-0 now. Brant Sherman sends it over to the near side. It's going to be picked up. Warner will try to tap it out. Comes to Chase Johnston right below us here. And then sent in by Weston Olson. After it is Warner. Here's Warner with the puck. Drops it now to Brant Sherman. Sherman, saucer pass to Chase Johnston. Chase right below us. Where the puck goes, Jonathan Regala with good speed. Jonathan Regala through traffic, walks in, sends one on, and a nice save there made by Stenstrom. Good job there. Regala kind of created a little space. He had good speed, and he comes into the left high slot, and Stenstrom is right there to make the save. Zach Pierce, Bennett Tilke, and Corbin Profit on for the Otters. Otters ring the board. Good job by Corbin Profit. Profit up the left side. Corbin with the puck. Centers it out front. And it's picked off by Regala. Otters hold the zone now. Chipped. And it's going to hit the netting. Hit the string up there. Goes up and out of play. Here with 14:29 to play. Here in the period, the Otters are going to get an offensive zone face-off here. 14:29 to go here in the second period. Otters lead it 2-0 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Johnson's going to win the draw. Zender will send it down to Parker Tilke. Tilke behind the net. Luke Johnson after it. Tilke battling there as well. Luke picks it up, side of the net. He's interfered with in front of the net. Kept in, though, by Zender. Tilke. Now Luke Johnson looking for the wraparound, side of the net. His older brother Isaac would shoot those sometimes. Kept in by Zender. Good zone time here for the Otters. Puck behind the net. Otters, though, throwing the body. That's all right. Zender comes in. Crine with it now. Puck caroms off the board. Now Luke looks for the wraparound. It pops back out on the stick of Donahue. And away with the puck now comes Jed Kelly. Headman pass for Rednicki. Now Anderson, Spencer Anderson, sends it over to the near side. Quick shot there through traffic. And Stenstrom with the save. It's a good physical hockey game here. Thanks to Ward Olson for bringing us cookies before the game. Works at the rink here. I had some chili with some cheese and crackers and a ginger snap cookie. Face off now to the blocker side of Holden Stenstrom. Hunter Welly will take the draw along with Chase Johnston and Colin Alt. Colin's going to get it on the far side, try to get out to Chase. It's going to be played back in there by Hudson Browse. There's a shot blocked there by Welly. Welly's going to pick it up for try to get it to Chase Johnston. And it was picked off by Spencer Anderson and into the outer zone. Otters play it, but not out. Otters got to check back up. Good physical battle here. There's a collision right in front of us here. Now Brant Sherman with the puck. Tried to play it over to Luke Warner. Anderson picks it up. Over to the far side. Colin Alt after it. Colin battling there. Brant Sherman's going to come in and help. Anderson will come in as well. Comes out to the point. Shot there over the top of the net. Otters are pinned here a little bit. Puck in the corner. Luke Warner battling. Luke Johnson pokes it, comes out, high, goes to the far side. Kept in far side by Browse. Now Sherman. Now Luke Warner's going to go back after it. He'll scoop it up. Plays it back behind the goal. Brant Sherman tried to ring it, but not out. Otters are kind of pinned here. Spencer Anderson plays it behind the goal line. Good puck right out in front of the net. Picked up by Brant Sherman. And Brant will carry it up. He'll dump it in. Puck behind the net there. And it pops out now to neutral ice. Picked off by Zender. Zender to Tilke. Tilke in the high slot. Near side for Krein. Shot out front. And away with the puck go the Prowlers out to neutral ice. It's going to be picked up by Jed Kelly. Here comes Spencer Anderson in. 32 goals on the year, but Stenstrom says no to that one. Good save by Holden. Those on our streaming service, we can catch the play there. A good save by Holden Stenstrom. So we got a face-off in the Otter defensive zone here. The Otters, again, lead it 2-0. Donahue with a power play goal in the first period, and then Tilke with his second of the year. Rogala on this draw here against Pierce. Face off here, controlled here if the Otters can move it out. Bennett Tilke hit hard from behind, right below us here. Benny's going to pop back up though. Wow. Bennett just in there, just doing what he can. And it looked like someone was saying that Bennett got kicked. Puck in the corner. Getting a little feisty out there. Here's Tilke with it now. Chips it, but it's going to go up and out of play. Up and out of play. And so the face-off will be in the Otter offensive zone. And it's kind of a dangerous play, I think. Is that what Donahue's talking about down below us here? All right, Hunter Welly will take the draw here for Fergus Falls. Calling out with a big hit over on the far boards. Puck over to the far side. Alt. Now Brody Krein. Just got to settle her down and play hockey. Here's Tanner Donahue back to now to Chase Johnson. It went off his stick. Regala picks it forward. Chase Johnson. Oh, yes. Man, that's a kneeing call there. That's terrible. That's a bad call. That's a bad play there as he was kneed at center ice, and they better talk about that one and see if they get a major. Chase Johnson is down on the ice. Donahue is hot. I would be too. And we're going to take a Lake Region Healthcare timeout here. Our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express, next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
We're back here again. Lake Region Healthcare brings us this timeout. As it's good to see Chase Johnson get up off the ice. He was kneed, and that is a bad play in hockey. Officials are talking about this one. Running Stitches is the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. And we'll see what the call is going to be here. And both coaches are just waiting to see what the call is going to be, but I hate that. Absolutely the worst in hockey when you see that happen. So officials are talking to the head coach of the Prowlers. If you get beat and you stick your knee out, you should probably not be out there. If you got to stop someone like that. And so, but what did Tanner get a penalty for? So Donahue's in the box. What's that? But we have Tanner Donahue in the box, and I don't know what the deal is there. And then Thief River Falls looks like a 5-minute major. And on number 24 for the Prowlers, that's Regala. So Regala with a 5-minute major. And we'll see what head coach Donahue's talking about. What do they call it? 5-minute major for a kneeing. What about the Donahue penalty? And a roughing. I'm sure he was coming in to kind of help straighten things out a little bit, so. And so they're talking it over now. Head coach Donahue's talking to both the officials. So the Otters will get it's a major here now, but it'll be 4-on-4. Or see what it'll be here. They're going to get things going here. And can the Otters lead it by a score of 2-0? Fergus Falls at 2:53 of the period. Third of the year for Donahue from Zender. And also Brody Crine. And then Fergus Falls, second of the year for Parker Tilke, with assists going to Zender and Johnson. Okay, we'll see what we got here now for sure. It'll be 4-on-4. 4-on-4 hockey here for 2 minutes, and then the Otters will have a 3-minute power play. It's a major. Kneeing. And Thief River Falls sends it over to the near side. They'll try to scoop it back. They'll play it back behind now to Beck and Johnson. Headman pass. Brant Sherman will intercept it. Brant Sherman up the left side. Sherman below the goal line. Out to Zender. Too far. Crine will pick it up. Near side. Otters just got to take care of the puck. Here comes Zender. Caden Zender sends a shot on, but he got a glove save. So 4-on-4 here now for another minute and a half or so. So 4-on-4 for another minute and a half here. Otters lead at 2-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Luke Johnson on the draw here against Spencer Anderson. Johnson behind the net, taken away by Anderson. Here's Anderson with the puck at neutral ice. He'll be dangerous, 4-on-4. Poke checked away, picked up by Johnson. Here comes Luke Johnson. High slot area, sends one back below the goal line. Clears some space, shot there. Save made, Brant Sherman. And Brant Sherman's going to be, all right, the Otters are going to get a 4-on-3 for a minute 6. How often do we see that? Not very. And so Thief River Falls in the box. Cross check on number 7, Hudson Browse. And good to see Chase Johnston back out on the ice here. Zach Pierce. Chase Johnson. And also Brody Crine and Brant Sherman. They ring the boards. 4-on-3. Here's Crine with the puck. Brant Sherman sends one on, and the save is made. So 57 seconds on a 4-on-3. So 57 seconds left on the 4-on-3. Back to face off. It's won by Thief River. They send it out to neutral ice. Here comes Fergus Falls. Cullen Alt hopped off his stick. Comes out to neutral. Near side for Brant Sherman. Now to Chase Johnson. Johnston with the puck now. Gains his own. Takes a toe drag. Poke checked away. Sent below the goal line. Over to the far side. Brant Sherman, look out here. Chipped up along the board. Spencer Anderson will scoop it up. Here's Spencer Anderson. Walking in. Shot over the top of the net. Chase Johnson will pick it up. Good hit there by the Otters. Here comes Cullen Alt. Right below us here. Yeah, Cullen Alt lays the lumber on Spencer Anderson. I just hope nobody gets hurt. It's getting a little crazy right now. Here's Luke Warner with a puck. Near side. Luke Warner plays it down below the goal line. Otter power play here for 47 seconds. 5-on-3. Sherman walks in down low. Luke Warner tried to tuck it up top. Back out, Sherman with it. 5-on-3. Out high. Near side. Here comes Brant Sherman. 4-on-2. Sherman walks in. Shot, save made. Chase Johnson with it now. We got a 5-on-3. Luke Warner with a shot up in the netting. Now we get a power play unit change. We should have taken a timeout maybe back a while ago. With the 4-on-3. Now we got a 5-on-3 for 11 seconds. And then still the major to number 24, Jonathan Regala. And they'll back up the guys on the near side. Otters are going to control the draw here. Picked up here by Parker Tilke. Tilke below the goal line, still with the puck. 5-on-3, now 5-on-4. Pass down low, Crine. Now Luke Johnson down in the corner. Back out to Crine. Tanner Donahue, still with the puck, down low. One-timer on the back door. Luke Johnson went wide right. Puck out to neutral, and then cleared. Here with 1:45 left in the major, the 5-minute major, to Regala. Here comes Tanner Donahue now. We'll just kind of muck it up here for Thief River at center ice. Donahue now to Crine. Left side, Donahue. Right side, Zender. Zender, back door. Crine down low. Out to Donahue. Tanner with it. Saucer pass to Crine. Crine to Zender. Zender with a shot. Oh, Luke Johnson had a rebound attempt. Shot there, near side. 1:09. Donahue with the puck now. And we have an interference call. Is that going to be on Fergus Falls? I think he's trying to even the score sheet up here. So an interference call on Parker Tilke. So Fergus Falls with an interference call on Tilke at 10:39 of the period. Man, I didn't see that. It was like way away from the puck. I think they're just trying to make some stuff up here a little bit. Make up calls. But so 4-on-4 for 1:06. Then it'll be a 54-second power play unless somebody scores for Thief River. Johnson wins the draw. Zender with the puck now. So 4-on-4. Here's Crine with the puck now. Donahue ran his own goal. Near side, 4-on-4. It's kind of cat and mouse when you play 4-on-4. Puck out to neutral. Otters turned it over. Here's Zender with the puck now. Sent in by Caden. Good hustle by Zender. Zender out to Crine. Crine out to Luke Johnson. Let's go. Johnson walks in. Luke towards the goal. Backhand. Tried to go 5. Full puck's loose. Crine keeps it in, but here comes numbers for Thief River. Here's a 3-on-1. Oh, and a nice play by Brant Sherman as he laid down and sent that one out. Here comes Zender with Krine. Up the right side. Pops out to neutral. And, oh boy, they're yelling for an interference call. Johnson will pick it up. Here's Luke with the puck. Now to Zender. Man, Chase Johnson after it is picked up by Regala. He was out of the box, though, after a 5-minute major. He should be well rested. Regala up the right side, still with the puck, towards the goal, behind the goal line. 35-second power play for Thief River. Otters lead it 2-0. 4:54 to go. Anderson got a stick on that, tried to chip it out. In the 4:40 to go in the period. Regala behind the net. Battle for it there. They try to move it out. Radnicki out high. It goes to the point to Weston Olsen. That shot is blocked. Shot there. Missed left of the net off the stick of Regala. 6 seconds. They were waiting for the box. Shots are 15-15. We're back to full strength here. Welly will send it off the boards up to Parker Tilke. Here comes Parker Tilke. Try to get through traffic, but a good defensive play there by Weston Olsen. Puck out to neutral. Jed Kelly. Shot and a save made by Stenstrom. 3:59 to play in the period. Otters lead it 2-0 in a very entertaining game here from the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. And we have our second Minnesota Motor period break coming up. I want to tell you about Running Stitches Embroidery. Again, Running Stitches is the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. 2-0 Fergus Falls. 3:59 to go in the period here, in the second period. Shots are 16-15 in favor of Thief River Falls. Battle for the puck on the near half wall. Otters get out to neutral ice. Picked up by Kelly. Right side pass. Now they get it ahead. Nope. Here's Luke Johnson with the puck now. He'll settle things down. Right below us, gets it in the zone. Beckham Johnson picks it up. Now Krine with the puck. Brody sends one towards the net. And away with the puck comes the Prowlers. Radnicki. Shot there, save made by Stenstrom. Krine is there to scoop it up. Brody strong on the puck. It's going to be picked up there by the Prowlers. Behind the net with it now. Coming out front. Save made by Stenstrom. What a great save. There's going to be a penalty here. Yep. And so give me an interference call. And I believe that is going to be on Thief River. Going to run out of lines there, Robbie, for the penalties. Despite all the penalties, only one power play goal, that Donahue goal in the first period. This penalty on Thief River comes at 13:53. And it's going to be on number 28. Yeah, Hunter Buggy. Zach Pierce on the draw. Out to Luke Warner. Here's Warner with the puck. Sends it over to Brant Sherman. Brant. Yep, they've been cross-checking Alt. Give them the puck. 5-on-3. They don't realize it. It's going to be a 5-on-3. There was a cross-check out in front on Colin Alt. And so 5-on-3 for the Otters here now. Let's go. So Thief River falls to the box on a cross-check. And let's see who this is going to be on here. Oh, is it on the goalie? And I know Alt was getting cross-checked out front. Time of this penalty is going to be 14:04. So the Otters get a 5-on-3. Got to score on this 5-on-3 now, and that'll be the hockey game. I know we have another period to play. I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched. And 2:46 to go in the period. Brody Crine, Tanner Donahue, Zender, Johnson, and Tilke, Parker Tilke. Paul was on. The second penalty was on the number 4, Ryan Floggen. Here's Luke Johnson with the puck, sends it out to Tanner Donahue. Now to Zender. Now Donahue. Crine. Walks in, back out to Tanner. Tanner, low on the ice. Rebound. Oh! Luke Johnson, side of the net. He's got to get one of those rebounds here pretty soon. Near side. Out to Donahue. Sends a shot. Tanner's going to pick it up, give it off to Crine. Crine tried to go through traffic there. Kept in. Luke went off Luke's stick. He'll keep it, though. Pass over to the far side. Just settle down here. Now Crine. Tanner Donahue. Now Brody Crine. Crine walks in. Sends it below to Tilke. Tilke below the goal line on the 5-on-3. Zender. Donahue. Over the far side. Tap below the goal line. Picked up by Parker Tilke. Now Brody Crine. Sends it out to Donahue. Shot is blocked. 33 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Better hustle. There we go. Here's Luke Johnson back the other direction. Still with the puck. He's tripped up. Kept it up on the side. Otters need to keep it in there. Sent. Now Crine with it to the near side. 14 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Over the line with it now. Poke checked away by Zender. 8 seconds. One more rush on the 5-on-3, boys. Let's go. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the period. Here's Donahue with the puck. Tanner in the zone with it. Tanner below the goal line. We got to make sure we're back here. Near side. Out to Crine. Now to Johnson. Johnson back to Crine. No, it's picked off. Then it's sent the length of the ice. 45 seconds, and the Otters don't score on the 5-on-3. 40 seconds to go in the period. Here comes Donahue. He'll gain the zone and ring the boards. Picked up by Colin Alt. Or Colin Alt battling. Chase Johnson with it. Gets it out to Welly. Popped over his stick. After it is Luke Warner. He'll just tap it into his own end for Brant Sherman. Here comes Thief River Falls. Puck played back behind the goal. Brant Sherman gets it out to Chase Johnson. Takes a hard hit. Puck out to neutral ice. And Alt at the buzzer. And that is the end of the period. Wow, that was a long period. A lot going on in that one. A lot going on. And the Otters now lead it 2-0. We're going to take a break. I'll take a deep breath here. Shots on goal, 18 for Thief River, or 16 for the Otters. And we will come back with our Minnesota Motor period break after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Little fireworks in the house. Mark Johnson back with you. Thanks for tuning in on AM 1250 KBRF and also on our YouTube channel and the Fergus Now app. But, wow, that second period, calling them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 penalties, actually, in that period. And there was a penalty at the end. What was it? An unsportsmanlike conduct on the goalie. in the second period. So the Otters will start out with a power play to start the second period. Well, let's recap the scoring. Let's talk about scoring instead of penalties, huh? The Otters get on the board again in the second period as they make it 2-0. It's the second of the year for Parker Tilke, and that was assisted by Caden Zender and Luke Johnson. It made it 2-0. The Otters' first goal in the first period was the third of the year for Tanner Donahue, assisted by Brody Crine and Zender. So Zender with a pair of assists, and the defensemen really getting in the scoring here this afternoon. Shots on goal again, 18 for Thief River Falls. Stenstrom has been perfect so far, and Fergus Falls putting 16 shots on Cooper Roth, and he stopped 14 of 16. Again, Running Stitches Embroidery is the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Minnesota Motor brings us our period break. I'm going to take a break here and come back with more. We'll look at some scores from high school boys hockey this afternoon, but right now, the Otters lead it by a score of 2-0 on the Ottertail Telecom Park Region scoreboard.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we moved all the vehicles inside so you can shop in comfort.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have cider and donuts.
It's the indoor sale. Of course Blake is practicing his dance moves.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have balloons.
It's our indoor sale. Of course all of our used inventory is on sale. And it comes with a Minnesota Motor $300 gift card.
It's the indoor sale at Minnesota Motor Company, Saturday, January 17th.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey. Oh, there's Isaiah too. Hey, Isaiah. Hey. Oh, hey, we're back. Some of my grandkids are here today, so I was kind of leaning over the rail saying hello to them. But it's good to have family in town and watching the games here. Fergus Falls leads it 2-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. And I don't know if Isaac Young will come up between periods or not here. They've got a lot to talk about in the locker room right now. And I think with a game like this, too, is you just got to really just keep your composure. And I think that's the name of the game. Otters have done that, I believe, so far. And Thief River Falls takes an unsportsmanlike penalty late in the period. I believe it was the goaltender, Cooper Roth. We'll see how that goes here in just a minute here. Again, our next hockey broadcast will be Monday night. We'll be up at Crookston as Lady Otters will take on a very good Crookston Pirates team. So we look forward to that. And I believe that one's on 977, isn't it? Monday night. I'm gonna double check it here, but it'll be on our streaming outlets. This is a great time of the year. And let's see. Nope, that's not it. I'll find it here. I'm sure it's on 977. Fergus Falls in the first period at 2:53. They get their third of the year from Donahue, assisted by Zender and Crine as a power play goal. And then Fergus Falls Parker Tilke and his second of the year from Zender and Luke Johnson. And so the Otters looking, if they come out here and if they get a goal here, and again, the Otter depth right now is, I think, getting to Thief River. The Otters right now look to be in good shape. No, actually, Monday night will be on KBRF. So Monday night's game will be on AM 1250 KBRF up at Crookston. Lady Otters, Lady Pirates, and look forward to heading up to do that one. Lady Otters with a nice victory last night, 2-1 over Sartell. So in Section 6A girls hockey, the Otters have beat Sartell twice. We split with St. Cloud, so it'll make seedings interesting in girls 6A hockey. Take another break here as our Minnesota Motor period break continues. Right now, the Otters lead it 2-0. Park Region, service beyond the connection.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we moved all the vehicles inside so you can shop in comfort.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have cider and donuts.
It's the indoor sale. Of course, Blake is practicing his dance moves.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have balloons.
It's our indoor sale. Of course, all of our used inventory is on sale, and it comes with a Minnesota Motor $300 gift card.
It's the indoor sale at Minnesota Motor Company, Saturday, January 17th.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. Fergus Falls leads at 2-0 on the Park Region scoreboard. Shots on goal 18 for Thief River Falls, 16 for the Otters, but the Otters with a 2-0 lead. A power play goal by Tanner Donahue in the first period, and then a second period goal by Parker Tilke. And so it's good the Otters get one there. That was 57 seconds into the period. In high school hockey, a lot of Saturday games. Battle down, Rochester Century, John Marshall 3, Rochester Mayo 1. That's a final score. Northfield 9, Red Wing 1. Some Southern Minnesota scores. Breck with a good squad this year. They beat Gentry Academy 4-2. Prairie Center, a Section 6A team, 11, Worthington, nothing. And a good one going on up in Proctor as Northern Lakes leads Proctor 4-3, and that game's still in progress. And let's see other scores here of interest. Grand Rapids and Hill Murray tied 2-2. That game up at Yanmar Arena in Grand Rapids. And let's see, Spring Lake Park, Coon Rapids 1, St. Cloud nothing. And Little Falls leads Dodge County 1-0 at Exchange Arena. Last night, Thief River Falls beat Little Falls over at Exchange by a score of 4-3. That was in overtime. East Grand Forks 2, Cathedral nothing. That's at the MAC in St. Cloud. And Battle of Heavyweights, Minnetonka 1, Maple Grove nothing. And there's some evening games yet tonight, but those are just some scores as our Minnesota Motor period break continues. Take one more timeout, and we'll come back, and we will drop the puck on period number 3. Otters lead it 2-0. They got to keep playing disciplined hockey, though, as we get to the third period. 2-0. Otters with the lead. Park Region, service beyond the connection.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. We're going to double check the JV score here again. 3-2. The Otters win it. And they in JV, they had to kill off a penalty late in the game. But a good win for the Otter JV team as Jared Kennedy gets a goal, assisted by Andrew Johnson and Andreas Lopez. And then it was Cantrud and from McGinnis and Picarini. And then Cantrud an unassisted goal. And so Klocksvik and Reed, Brecken, Reed, and Levi Klocksvik doing a good job in goal in that one. But a good win for the Otter JV team, 3-0. Both teams are back out on the ice. And we're going to our third period to go again. Dave Neese. No, Dave Bishop, there he is. Game side engineer. Packer hat and all. Are they still playing anymore? They're golfing now, too. All right. All right, here we go. So they must be talking here to see, but we don't have any penalty up on the board, but there was one called. Is that correct? And so was an unsportsmanlike call on the goaltender, Cooper Roth. As we look forward to this third period, you know Thief River is going to try to hit everything that moves. You know, they've been playing physical, and Otters just got to stay disciplined in this one. Been an entertaining hockey game at that. That concludes our Minnesota Motor period break. Minnesota Motor Company on South Peb Lake Road in Fergus Falls. All right, here we go. Otters get a power play opportunity. They'll be moving to my left here in the third period. Holden Stenstrom has stopped all 18 shots he has faced. Cooper Roth has stopped 14 of 16. They got to put somebody in the box, though. There we go. All right, serving the penalty is going to be number 8, Wyatt Novak. Oh, and they bang their sticks on the benches. Oh, my. All right, here we go. Otters on the power play. Here's Donahue with the puck. Over to Brody Crine. Brody will gain the zone. Oh, and it hit the referee. They tried to dump it in there. Down the corner. Thief River Falls is going to clear it out. And Stenstrom will stop it behind his own goal there. It's going to be picked up here by Donahue. Tanner Donahue. He'll send it around the boards. Sender will hustle back after it there, and it's going to be kept in now by Tanner. Tanner with the puck or the right side to Crine. Crine loads. Shot there. Missed. Down to Luke Johnson below the goal line. Luke with a puck. Out to Crine. Crine. Now to Johnson. Tries to curl it in. Gets tripped up. No call. Crine will pick it up, though. Sends it below the goal line. Donahue's going to chase after it. Anderson in there. Johnson comes in. Tilke joins the party. Here's Tanner Donahue. Drops it for Zender. Caden Zender. Right side to Crine. Brody rips one. Rebound Zender. Oh! Rebound still there. Donahue keeps it in. Oh, but here comes Spencer Anderson back the other direction. Anderson, high slot area. Good play by Crine, hustling back at that one. Good play by Brody Crine. Otters get the puck back. We'll get another opportunity. 24 seconds to go. Luke Johnson gets off. Here's Donahue. He's going to gain the zone. Down the corner. Donahue sends it over to the far side. Luke Warner will go back after it. Here's Warner. Out to Pierce. Zach picks it up along the half wall. Loses it there. It's picked up by Kelly. 4 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Tapped out to neutral. Jed Kelly will send it over the line. Kelly, and we have an offsides call on Thief River Falls. And the Prowlers are back at full strength. And we have a 2-0 lead here for the Otters here on the Park Region scoreboard. In our post-game show, we'll name our quality player of the game. Brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. Otters going to win the draw. Pierce, Profit, and Tilke in over the line. And offsides call here on Thief River. Radnicki was heading in after it. And so the face-off will come out to neutral ice. And it's going to be an offensive zone face-off for the Fergus Falls Otters. Intentional, or two officials talking about that one. Tyler Clute, one of the Lions. He's the linesman. He was a really good player for Alexandria. And Zach Pierce will take the draw here against Jonathan Regala. Here's Jed Kelly, puck at neutral. Poke checked away by Corbin Profit. Corbin will backhand it in. Otters will gain the zone. And the puck kept in here by Bennett Tilke. Benny battling. And away with the puck comes Weston Olson, the defenseman. He'll send it in behind Stenstrom. Picked up by Luke Warner. Luke will send it over to Brant Sherman, but it's going to be picked up by Regala. Now Brant's going to go for a skate. Here's Brant Sherman at neutral ice, playing it through traffic. Gets it over the line, still with the puck. Brant walks in, and he gets a pipe. Upper right-hand corner. Good shot by Brant. Cullen Alt comes on as Corbin Profit heads off. A little battle going in the corner. And we got bodies strolling all over the ice there, and they blow the whistle. When somebody's down on the ice like that, that's when people can get cut. And now Welly will take the draw here against Spencer Anderson. And Anderson's going to win the draw. Back to Buggy. Buggy will chip it up along the boards. Otters keep it in, though. Buggy with the puck. Good play. Chase Johnson trying to get back after it. Buggy will ring it towards neutral. Ian Winter sends it in. Luke Warner after it. Luke will scoop it up. Gets it off to Cullen Alt. Cullen will circle it back and send it back to Brant Sherman. Around the boards to Chase Johnston. Popped off his stick to Spencer Anderson. Shot there. Save made by Stenstrom. Chase Johnson slaps it out of the air. Luke Warner chips over to the near side. Cullen Alt will chip it out now to neutral ice. On comes Parker Tilke and Caden Zender. Puck sent into the Otters zone. 13-12 to play. Otters lead it 2-0 here in the Park Region scoreboard. They leave it out high for Connaught, and it goes up and out of play. And we're going to face off here in the Otter D zone. 2-0. Otters with the lead here on the Park Region scoreboard. 13:04 to play in the hockey game. Fergus Falls is, Thief River Falls controls the draw. Picked up by Kelly in the corner. Otters trying to dig it out, comes out high into the point. Shot there by Weston Olson. That goes to the near side. Regala. Puck out front, picked up by Caden Zender. Caden will accelerate to right side. He'll chip it in and go for a skate. Puck behind the net. Yep, that's what you do. That's called a good dump there. That's a good play. Zender behind the net. Zender still with the puck. Out to Crine. Near side for Donahue. Tanner with a shot. That's going to be blocked by Jed Kelly. Kelly's going to gain the zone. Kelly with a puck. Pulls it back. Zender taps it out. Here's Parker Tilke. Overskated the puck. Puck at neutral. Picked up here by Luke Johnson. Luke through traffic. Goes into a meat grinder. He's taken down. And away with the puck comes Beckham Johnson. A lot of Johnsons and Olsons out here. Oh, looked like kind of a hit from behind there on Alt. Puck out to neutral ice. Good job by Cullen staying on the puck. Spencer Anderson leaves it there for Tucker Connaught, the defenseman. Then it's backhanded in by Johnston. 11:36 to play in the hockey game. Otters lead at 2-0. $11:34 to play here in the hockey game. Otters up by a score of 2-0 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Thief River Falls wins the draw. There they come. Hudson Browse up the right side on a 2-on-1. Oh! And a good job there in the back door. Welly. Oh. Welly tied up Anderson on the back door. That was a good play. Little yelling and screaming from the Thief River Falls bench. Welly on the draw. It's won by the Prowlers. Quick shot. Stenstrom sends it into the corner. Battle in the corner. Warner working on his man. Now Spencer Anderson turns it back. Chips it below the goal line. Good job by Luke Warner over on the far side. Gets it out of there. Chaps it ahead. Chase Johnston with the puck now. Now to Cullen Alt. Cullen sends it behind the net. Picked off by Luke Johnson. Pops out to neutral. And sent into the outer zone. Thief River Falls in the corner. Crine's going to scoop it up. Sends it over to the far corner. Picked up here by Luke Johnson. Here's Luke with the puck behind his own net. Sends it ahead, looking for Cullen Alt. And the puck's going to be sent. Oh, that went off the Brant Sherman's shin pads there. Thief River Falls has a check back up. Free pass here. Let's go, boys. They got to check back up. Headman pass. Tilke. Parker Tilke's got a goal. Below the net. Circles the wagons. 3-car pile up there. Luke Johnson's tripped up. We're going to have a penalty over there somewhere. You don't see Luke get after it much, but he was tripped up as well. And so, man, we made it 6 minutes without a penalty. And it's going to be on Thief River Falls here. The box is open there. Regala's going back in again. I'd want to spend more time on the ice than in the penalty box, but so the Otter power play unit is on once again. All right, here we go. A tripping call. And Regala, time of this penalty is 6:51. Some disgruntled fans in the stands as well. Otters win the draw. Tanner Donahue sends it below the goal line. Picked up here by the Otters. And up and out of play, and Tanner Donahue will go, not out of play, in play. Tanner Donahue will settle it down now and skate it up here. 9:52 to play in the hockey game. Otters lead it 2-0. And the Otters on the power play here. They're going to ring the boards. And Thief River Falls, they'll send it back out. Now they're going to play it out to Crine. Now Zender. Caden Zender. Back to Crine. Otters send one in behind the goal line. Otters got to get possession of this puck here. Where is it? Who's going to dig it out? Johnson and Crine are over there. Comes out to the point to Donahue. Tanner sends it but not out. Nope, now here's Zender with the puck now. Zender sends it back out. 56 seconds in the one-man advantage. Now to Crine. Now Luke Johnson. Luke sends it out front. Right side, Crine walks in, gets a pipe. That's 2 pipes for the Otters. Pitchforked out, and the Otters are back after it. Here comes Tanner Donahue. 30 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Donahue's got a goal in the game. Had the first power play goal. Into the corner. They ring the boards, and that'll just about do it here. 20 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Picked up by Brody. Here's Crine with the puck. He'll play it back to Chase Johnston. Chase had it stolen away. Comes back out front. Just hopped over the stick of Jed Kelly. That'll do it here. 4 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Otters lead it 2-0. Prowlers at full strength. And Luke Warner comes out with a puck. Pass to Johnston. Chase will send it in. Cullen Alt after it. Tried to leave it for Zach Pierce. Puck in the corner. Prowlers trying to move it ahead. Regala with a puck. Regala, he's been in the box enough. He should have plenty of speed right now. He's got some rest in there. Thief River Falls. Kelly plays it behind the goal. Radnicki. Kelly comes out with it. Nice play there defensively by Hunter Welly. Good, strong, good play by Welly. Bennett Tilke trying to move it out. Puck is picked up by Luke Warner. Now to Brant Sherman. Brant, headman pass, trying to get it to Corbin Profit. Just a little too far for Corbin. So with 7:16 to play, the Otters now will get a defensive zone faceoff. And we do have 7:16 to play, and it's a 2-0 lead here for Fergus Falls. Goals from Parker Tilke and Tanner Donahue. Face-off. This time's going to be won by the Otters. Luke Johnson will chip it, but not out. Spencer Anderson out high. Good sticks there. Brant Sherman. Spencer Anderson. Good save by Stenstrom. Another shot bouncing through traffic. Sherman's going to pick it up. Puck out towards neutral ice. Tap forward. Here's Luke Johnson with it all. Up the left side. Luke in the corner to Tilke. Here's Parker with the puck. Out to Sherman. Brant Sherman sends it down low to Parker Tilke. Thief River Falls is tired. Oh, and then what do we have there? Someone has just bumped into the net. Oh, wow. And then the goaltender is in the net underneath it. And we got to just back away. See, the goal went over the top of the goaltender. And now Tilke is going to go into the box. A little yapping for both guys there. Weston Olsen in and Tilke in. Coincidentals. So 5-on-5 hockey here with 6.5 minutes to play. Look at that on the replay again. The puck was behind the net, and oh yeah, Tilke just got bumped into the goalie and went right over the top. So, and a couple of roughing calls there, coincidentals at 10:29 of the period. Spencer Anderson and Luke Johnson in the circle. Thief River Falls wins it. Here comes Luke Johnson. Johnson through traffic. Far side. Coulter McGinnis. Good to see Coulter out there. Over to the near side. Caden Zender. Out high to Donahue. Top of the net. So Coulter McGinnis out on the ice. Good to see Colt out there playing. Picked up by Zender. Here's Zender with it. Down to McGinnis. Now Luke Johnson. Near side. Otters keep the pressure on. 5:57 to play in the hockey game. Otters lead it 2-0. Luke Johnson with a hit on his man. And Luke's going to get a penalty here. Yep, Johnson's going to go in for a cross check. So I hope they don't call anything more. So a roughing call on Luke, so he'll go in at 11:10. And so a power play here for the Prowlers. Otters lead it 2-0. Thief River Falls. Here's Spencer Anderson out high with it. Now Winter. Out to Anderson. Now Winter. Shot. Save made. Stenstrom. Winter behind the goal line. There's going to be a penalty on Regala. He's headed back. He's got a home over there. Why has he got a microwave over there or something? So Regala is going to go in once again. What was the call there? An interference. Time of this penalty is going to be 11:29. And it's kind of like watching a pro or a junior game here. I haven't seen so many penalties in a. All right, here we go. So, face off here, 4-on-4. Chase Johnston and Zender. Here's Chase below the goal line. Still with the puck. Chase with it, still with it. over the right side. Now back behind the goal, Luke Warner. Caden Zender. Caden pinned up along the boards there by Flaggen. Pops out onto the stick there of Beckham Johnson. He'll go up the right side. Beckham Johnson through traffic, walks in. Good poke check that time by Stenstrom. Now Brant Sherman will pick it up. 4:50 to play. The pace is slowed a bit, though, even though it's physical. 55 seconds left in the penalty to Johnson. A minute 12 left in the penalty to Regala. And we still have the coincidentals by the Otters and Thief River. Parker Tilke and Wyatt Olson. Puck below the goal line. Thief River Falls. 4.5 minutes to play in the hockey game. Spencer Anderson behind the net. Still with it. Turns. Went through the slot. Shot there through the slot near side. Now tapped out towards neutral ice. Or to the far side. Here comes Coulter McGinnis. Pulls it back up. Coulter. Good look to Brant Sherman. Good to see McGinnis out on the ice again after the broken collarbone against Marshall. Coulter down along the goal line. Sends it down to Brant Sherman. He's held there and then dumped. And away with the puck comes Browse. Headman pass. Otters are at full strength. Johnson's out of the box. Puck out to neutral. Sent back in. Picked up by Donahue. Tanner sauces it near side. Chase Johnson 2-on-1 with Luke Johnson. Chase Johnson. Shot to go! Hey! Johnston with the goal. How about that? Chase, it's 3-0. Got a pass. Accelerates in a little tink and a dink, and it's in. Not a tink, it was a hard shot. Time of this goal, 13:37. And for Chase Johnson, and that is number 3 on the year. I can look at the replay here. We'll have to double check here. Can't really see. Might have been Donahue. I think it was Tanner. Well, we'll have to see about that, but they'll go back and check it out. I guess it was from Luke Johnson. Maybe that's when he came out of the box. I don't know. Timeout on the timeout. I was going to say on the field. We're going to take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. 3-0 Otters.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And this time it went in. Hey, we're back here. Lake Region Healthcare brings us our timeout. And that was a big goal there, boy. You get up by 3 with 3:23. And the other thing is Thief River's only been playing primarily two lines. And, we've used our third line some. And a little more depth, probably the difference here. And so 3:23 to play here now in the hockey game. What happened? What? All right, off the face-off. No, it does. Again, we'll pick our quality player of the game in the post-game show, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. .306 to play in this one. You know, a game like this, you just want to finish it, get nobody hurt, you know what I mean? And it's been kind of a wild one here this afternoon. And here comes Corbin Profit. Corbin up the right side. Absorbs a check there. Gets the puck deep, though. Good job. Luke Johnson is out with Parker Tilke. And Thief River is going to ice the puck. All right, 2:42 to play and icing on Thief River Falls. So that last goal was third of the year for Chase Johnston from number 7, Luke Johnson. 2:41 to play. Anderson on the draw against Johnson. Otters win the draw. Comes out to Luke Warner. Luke pass over to the near side. Tapped out of there by Thief River. Good hit there by Brant Sherman. Luke Warner will move it around. Picked off. Here comes Thief River Falls. Shot there. Ricocheted over the far corner. Puck out now. Picked up there. Save made by goaltender Stenstrom. Here's Luke Johnson with it now back the other direction. And a penalty behind the play. And so I think it's going to be on Parker Tilke. So Tilke with a penalty here with 14:51 to play. And Robbie Olson, the PA announcer, has no room left on his penalty. How many lines do you have there, Robbie? You got a ream of paper here. We got 2:09 to go. So Tilke, what was the call? Just a roughing call. Oh, they did a coincidental, so they got one too. I don't know who that one was on. A lot of penalties in this game here. This is the most penalties I've seen in a long time. I can't remember a game with this many. 2:09 to play here. 5-on-5, so coincidentals there. Parker Tilke and Weston Olson. 2:09 to play. Here comes Spencer Anderson. Shot save made. Stenstrom. Stenstrom doing a good job there. Once again, I'm going to get a look at that one on replay if we can, but Spencer Anderson with a nice drive to that and a nice play by Holden Stenstrom. Man, he's had himself a game this afternoon too. .202 to play now. Otters lead at 3-0 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Well, he'll take the draw. Otters going to win it. Chase Johnson, near side. Cullen out, empty netter. Oh, just missed wide right of the net. Cullen had a chance there for them. Here comes Spencer Anderson through traffic into the corner. Out to the point. Anderson, right side. Goal is empty. And Hunter Wellio backhanded, and it's going to be an icing call. It's like chuck a puck. Minute 34 to play. And here comes the face off to the left of Holden Stenstrom. Face off here, controlled. See if the Otters can move it out. Comes out now to an icing call on the Otters. All right, minute 21 to play. Otter JV wins 3-2, and the Otter boys here battling in this one, playing through some penalty issues for both teams. Here comes the draw. Luke's going to win it this time. Zender's going to try to tap it out, controlled by Thief River. Spencer Anderson loads, shot there, right of the net. Played back behind the net. Krein will hustle back after it. Anderson, no, it's picked up by puck in the slot. And a save is made here, and everybody just clean everybody out. Minute 3 to play. in the hockey game. This is a long 2 minutes and 2 seconds. That was when all right. Johnson will take the draw here against Kelly. Face-off one there. Shot over the top of the net. Up and out of play. Now we have exactly 1 minute. 1 minute to play. Happened in the JV game, too. Really? Oh, let's go. Face-off. Who's going to get it? Tanner Donahue. Tanner up the left side. Right out in front of the bench there. Backhanded toward the net. Just missed wide right of the net. Shot there from the right side by Caden Zender. Luke Johnson after it. Puck out at neutral. Shot there. Goes wide right of the net. Tanner Donahue trying to chip it out. Comes into the slot. Tipped out of there. Puck out high. Shot blocked by Zender. Oh, Zender lays down again. Another block shot. Luke Johnson blocks the shot. 3 block shots there in the last. There's 22 seconds left. Spencer Anderson. It's mayhem out there right now. This kind of reminds me of a parent game when they throw the puck out and everybody's all out there. Far side. Guy was hanging on to Luke's head. Puck over to the near side, and it's going to get out of the zone with 3 seconds left with an icing call. Why in the world? They should move it out of the zone. That reminded me of the end of a parent game. Oh, we got a penalty. Oh, we had a penalty, huh? And that's the end of the hockey game. Was there a penalty at the end? All right, well, that is it. A good win for the Otters. They go to 6-8. Thief River falls to 9-8. And wow, that was a crazy one. Very crazy game here, but a fun one at that. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game show. Otters win it here by a score of 3-0.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we moved all the vehicles inside so you can shop in comfort.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we have cider and donuts.
It's the indoor sale. Of course Blake is practicing his dance moves.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have balloons.
It's our indoor sale. Of course all of our used inventory is on sale. And it comes with a Minnesota Motor $300 gift card.
It's the indoor sale at Minnesota Motor Company, Saturday, January 17th.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey, who should it be? Tanner? Holden. Hey, we're back here. Welcome back. There we are. Welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. As the Otters, Yep. No, I think you're right. What a game that was. Oh, my goodness. What were the final shots? I'm sorry, total. Troy, what were the final shots? Okay. Just want to get this. Okay. Yep. 29 for Thief River. And 18 for the Otters. So Stenstrom stops 29 of 29 shots. And goaltender Connor Roth, he stops 15 out of 18. So, wow, that was some craziness. It was a hockey game. That's what hockey's like, huh? So, all right. Let's recap the scoring in this one. Only 3 goals in the game, all for Fergus Falls. At 2:53 of the period, Tanner Donahue gets his 3rd of the year, assisted by Caden Zender and by Brody Cryan. That made it 1-0. And Fergus Falls at 57 seconds of the second period. It's the 6th of the year for Parker Tilke. Assists going to Caden Zender and Luke Johnson. In the third period, Fergus Falls gets the 3rd goal at 13:37, and it is Chase Johnston's 3rd of the year, assisted by Luke Johnson. So it was a battle, and it was a good win here for the Otters here at home on their home ice. And the Otters will now turn their sights to River Lakes next Tuesday. And again, the Otters now with a record of 6-8 on the season. And that was a crazy one there and a fun one at that. We'll take a break. We'll name our Quality Player of the Game, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. We'll talk also to head coach Mike Donahue, who will be back after this.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Hey, welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. The Otters get their 6th win of the year. They make it 3-0. And goals from Tanner Donahue, Parker Tilke, and Chase Johnston. All right, here we go. Awesome. Good to have my son or grandson Henrik up here with me too, and maybe he'll help me with the post-game show too. But the Otters win it here 3-0. Holden Stenstrom stops 29 of 29 shots. He is going to be our Quality Toyota Quality Player of the Game. What a game he had. And I was going back to that first period there where he had a 2-on-0. He made some good stops on that one, but he stops 29 out of 29 shots. For screen printing and embroidery, just a second here. Got a footer on that one. There you go. All right. For screen printing and embroidery and custom apparel with the best in personal service around, contact Lake Country Graphics at 1223 North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls, or call them at 998-4027. So Holden Stenstrom is our Quality Toyota Quality Player of the Game. Great games also. Tanner Donahue had a big night. Luke Johnson had a pair of assists. Caden Zender had a pair of assists, and just an all-around effort. And I think the Otters being able to play 3 lines a lot of the time really helped them here tonight in that win. So I have counted, I believe, 11 penalties on Thief River and 6 for the Otters. And that was a long third period. There was a lot of penalties out there tonight, but it was a good win here for Fergus Falls. So the Otter girls win last night, 2-1 over Sartell. The Otter boys win by a score of 3-0. And a fun game at that. I'm joined by head coach Mike Donahue of the Otters, and yeah, you got to put this on like old. It's like old times again. So. Oh, Mike.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're hopping. We're on the air here. Make sure we're good. They want to see you, not me. So
not with that style.
Yeah. So anyhow, Mike, I tell you what, that's a game. That's a good old-fashioned hockey game there. You know what I mean? And the way our guys battled through this one, hats off to our Otter boys.
Old Section 8 style, Highway 2 style hockey, Iron Ray, whatever you want to call it. But when you go down, it would be a good tough hockey game the way the style that they play, and our guys did a good job. Battling, competing, and meeting, I think, the Thief River Falls intensity as well.
Yeah, it sure was. And I tell you what, that first power play goal, how important is to get that first goal?
Well, that was
Brody
first shot
goes across yeah, it was the first shot of net. You know, Brody goes across to Caden, and then a one-timer by Tanner. And Tanner had a really nice game tonight. I want to tell you that, too.
Yeah, you know, that's big. Kind of Thief. We knew with our starts, we knew how Thief, they'd come out, they'd be ready to go. You know, so being able to, I think, kind of get that first power play, settle the game down a little bit by going up 1-0, that was a huge time.
It was, and I was thinking of that first period too. It was either the first or second period where Holden, we had kind of just an awkward change, you know what I mean, and a 2-on-0 in the first period. And I tell you what, you know, I don't know if there's a game where Spencer Anderson hasn't scored yet this year. He's got 32 goals, but Holden really had himself a dandy game, and you expect that out of your seniors, and you expect that out of Holden now.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, we do.
Yeah, I know, but
no, and he answers the bell. All right, he's put in the time, he's put in the energy. He answers the bell for us. He was out. He was above his crease all night. He was challenging those shooters. He didn't give them a lot to shoot at, and I thought we did a good job picking up guys. Eliminating second and third shot opportunities as well. And, you know, like Holdy's going to stop those first shots, and he proved that tonight. And we minimized their back door opportunities. You know, Spencer got in a few times on some breaks or partial breaks. So we had some good back pressure where he didn't have a lot of time to make the plays, and Holdy's going to stand tall for us.
Yeah, and I thought, like you said, our defense had one of their best games. Played a lot of good minutes. I don't know. You know what I mean? Just really, like you say, especially around the net, because you had to really be tough as Thief River kept coming at you.
Yeah, and they did a good job rotating the puck up high to their points, and their D did a great job getting pucks through to the net. Some of them are wide, but that's fine. Your job as a D-man is to get that puck low and then put your forwards back to work. And I thought we did a good job boxing them out and being able to pick up some of those pucks where they were getting flung back deep.
And then, with that, too, again, Parker Tilke gets a good greasy goal right around the goal, those tough scoring areas. And we're up 2-0 after 2. And you know that next third goal is really huge. And, Chase Johnston took a tough knee to knee, and he was fine, thankfully. But how big is that, 13:37 of the third?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job getting his eyes up. I don't know if he's trying to hit Chase on that one or not.
Oh,
but,
there's Luke and Chase. They were kind of, yeah.
And then somehow it hit Chase right in the back. So I think he was going to Lukey wide, but whatever the case, created a little misdirection for us. And Chase has really come a long way. I think Luke these last 5 or 6 games and the way that he's playing the game and being able to even send the 2 of them in, you feel pretty good about your chances.
Yeah. Just on that play, you got 2 sophomores and a freshman involved. And, how was it important to tonight? We knew that they had a really, short bench. They played, pretty much 2 lines, and we were able to play our third line, you know what I mean? Not every time, but, how important was that tonight?
Yeah, Isaac Young running the forwards did a tremendous job, I think, tonight, trying to, we were looking at a little different matchup, trying to get Hunter on 12. He did a great job.
Yeah.
I thought with him, if we could find someone fast enough and strong enough to keep up with 12, Hunter came to all of our coaches' minds, and we thought that he did a tremendous job with that. Obviously, he's not on the score sheet, so that's a tip our hat to Hunter Welly with that. But Spencer Anderson takes long shifts.
Yeah.
And we're not built that way. So Isaac did a great job, 30, 40 seconds with those guys, and then we're able to get Lukey and Caden and Parker back out there against them. And we can have some fresh guys against the line that's a little bit more fatigued. And then you look at our other line with Zach and Corbin and
yeah,
I don't know why I'm blogging. Bennett.
Yeah,
those 3 guys, they can get out. They can buy us some minutes and time. And to be honest, they spent as much time in the offensive zone as probably the rest of our lines did. So when you're able to get your 3 lines on the ice and having them all contribute is huge.
And the other thing too, I think there was like 17 penalties in the game. We haven't had one like that for a while, and got to credit our guys, for keeping their cool. You know what I mean? We had a few instances where you got to step in, but I think we really, that was a difference maker.
Well, I feel that the times we kind of lost, it was coincidentals.
Yeah.
So we did a good job of not retaliating. I guess there was one exception there on that knee where we ended up taking a penalty where we were going to go on the power play. With the exception of that one, we let our guys get on the power play. I was a little nervous when we didn't execute 5-on-3. That's such a critical time. And when you can't capitalize on that, your stomach makes a little different turn at that point.
Yeah, a good win tonight, and it just turned our sights towards River Lakes now, and they'll play a physical game too. And but a good win. The girls win last night. We win today, so makes for a good weekend.
Couple good days for the Otters.
All right, thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you, guys.
Yep, Mike Donahue, head coach of the Otters. Again, the Otters win it by a score of 3-0. All right, that was a full afternoon here and fun time of broadcasting. And again, hats off to Dave Bishop, our game site engineer. There's Dave. I got a good face for radio. He's got a good face for TV. So. But an Otter hat, I don't know about that. All right, so our next broadcast will be Monday night as the Otters head up to Crookston to take on the Pirates. The girls will be up there. We'll have that for you on AM 1250 KBRF. Again, the Otters win it. Holden Stenstrom is our quality player of the game. Everybody have a great rest of the weekend.
Thank you for joining us for a special KBRF Radio sports streaming presentation. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game, Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups, Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard, Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region timeout, the Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show, Viking Cafe and your Viking Cafe keys to the game, Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated, Fergus Falls Monument, Otters Coaches, Fresh and Fancy at Mamachinas, American Federal Bank, FM Bank, Service Food, Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Splash Express, American Legion Post number 30, Lake Country Graphics, LB Homes, and by Running Stitches. We hope you enjoyed tonight's sports streaming presentation. You can find this game and others by going to KBRFradio.com and clicking on sports streaming, the KBRF Radio YouTube channel, and on the Fergus